These lawmakers are having an absolute fit right now with everything that's going on. But it is, a little bit interesting because we also want to have that transparency within Social Security to understand what is really going on. We're getting all these different press releases, which, by the way, I'm bringing you the details in live streams and in videos of the different press releases that have been announced. So you're very aware of what those are. I've talked about them many times. We've seen a ton of press releases so far this year. But this is another interesting one, and they're following up to a press release that actually came out at the end of March, and that actually clarified it out of Social Security. But yeah, interesting. Anyway, let's pop this letter up right here, right now on the screen. This is the letter, and you can follow along or just kind of read through the details. But remember back about, I don't know, in the middle of March or so, we had these claims that came out. Social Security is closing 40 some odd field offices. Well, then on March 27th, Social Security came out with a press release, and they said, correcting the record on this claim of all these offices being closed, and they said, we have not closed a single field office, and we're not planning to close any field offices this year. Well, that was contradicting what we heard in the mainstream media and all these people talking about, they're closing all these field offices, and it's going to impact all these beneficiaries. Well, then Social Security at the end of March came out and said, we're not doing that. We're maybe closing like a hearing room or something like that at some specific locations, just basically because it's not used, hasn't been used in many years, and we're just going to just, relieve that, and we're not going to have that as a hearing room anymore. We're just not going to pay the rent on it anymore, right? So anyway, they basically said, no, we're not closing any field offices. Well, then, just the other day, lawmakers came together with this letter here, or as you see there, and they have this list of all these different field offices, as you probably noticed there on the letter, and they're saying, are you going to be closing all these field offices? And can you indicate which ones you will be closing? Well, then at the bottom of the letter, they also signed it. By the way, over 100 lawmakers have signed this letter.